Monarchy Nekos actually bring luck. Alright. Go shopping. There it is. They say these bring luck, but his paws is broken. So I wouldn't trust him. Mine now, bitch. Where is it? There it is. Look at it. Look at it being a fucking cat. Alright. You've been chuckling since yesterday. Wait there. Oh, fuck you. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes in the past. The first space colony, Shin Outer Paradise, I like that, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the laws most likely approved. We'll have an army and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over the population. Alice Rabbit is in space too. Amazing. Woman marries anime pillow. Nobody is actually surprised. That feels like a fucking hard drive title. Nobody's surprised. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces thanks to new technologies. Traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels kind of tame now. The pillow has some form of intelligence and might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, Grandma. Wanna marry me? You can marry your own son. It's probably for the best. Fuck you. Newest remaster of 2016's Yick postmodern. When did that game actually fucking release? I don't know. A postmodern RPG opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on its launch day. God, it fucking wishes. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku Project R Remaster and Sting's Face Remastered. Is that a fucking like Steins Gate or related works reference? That like semicolon is definitely giving me that type of feeling. Full chart includes lifetime sales, Fuck You, Hatsune Miku, Project Remaster, Sting's Face Remastered, Water Pro Wrestling G, obvious reference to Fire Pro Wrestling, Dang It Ron Paul, third final this year, Fuck You. Shitty ass shit game. Is that any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Normies are taking over, everyone is in need, just like me. Anyway, place is cool, but the bartender could be a bit of a dick. How so? Never been there, so I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I could dig it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? Nah, I just heard it from the distance, so is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat, I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. So I'm full of myself. You are. Let's rock. Oh shit, I got a message. Okay, never mind. Good evening. Jill, I've been watching wrestling fucking too much. Cool. I'm gonna get some firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. What if firecrackers scare off the Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers. There's a whole lot more when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. James is here. Greetings. Anyway, let's start. Time to make drinks and change lives. The guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yes. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night, but as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by over here. Think you know what made the noise? I'll just keep it at whatever drone store you heard. Right. Noise got annoying after a while, I must say, so I remained in the vicinity. I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting, so didn't get far away. Now give me a Mars Blast. Mars Blast with the guy that wouldn't come back twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 is already big for the big man. Blend that shit. I'm gonna get myself a drink once it starts blending and I'm able to serve it. Here's our Mars Blast, motherfucker. Fuck. Here you go. Oh, you didn't mess up. Sorry if I may interject. Looking for a fight? Most certainly not. You only think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Jill, please, you make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you would get drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. Alright, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I didn't even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them, aside from the owner. I suggest you try a suplex next time. Might be to your liking. Okay, let's try the suplex thing. Right. Let's give Ingram a suplex. Wow, that sounded weird. It's under the S category because it starts with S. Who'd have thunk that a word starting with S would be under the S category? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Rocks. Mix that shit. Oh, fuck me. Here. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile drive. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, Mr. Call me Jamie. And you are. I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at... Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So, why go through the whole thing, rejection, to hide something? Second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours, you're trapped in bed while horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. Feel them in your eyes, and your gums, and your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Let's give him a gut punch. Again, that didn't sound right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 1. Fill it the fuck up with the alcohol. Aged. Mixed. Man, I'm about to give myself a fucking gut punch. Man, I don't even like alcohol. Shit fucking sucks. But I'm doing it because it's this game, and it's a gimmick. So fuck it. I like me some gimmicks sometimes, if it's a decent gimmick, if it's a thematic gimmick. Here. Yeah, I love these. It looks different from yours, though. I had a couple of extras in his, actually. So, where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. And the rest of the enhancements, were you reinstructed or have you been adding them over the time? Over time, either by getting a much needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Well, please come again. Don't count on it. I'll come again. You said that twice. Shut up. Seems like a nice guy, right? I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day? Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough, that guy tires the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will ya? That way you'll be in a good mood too. Bad touch for Alma. I'll give her a bad touch. What is that? Fuck it. 4 bronzen extract, 4 Flanergite. I skipped the powder delta. Well, I could always come back to it. And 8 of the Karmatrine on the rocks and mixed. Serve that shit. Here come. Here. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So, put you in good mood. Oh yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump onto the highway. So Ava comes and says, then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple. I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but I'm pretty sure that word is considered a slur now or something like that, or at least offensive. I'm pretty sure I've said before, but I'm only reading what it says because what fucking whatever. If it's like I don't know. I'm drinking alcohol. Don't like if you're offended by what I said because I fucking read the shit in this game. Do keep in mind that I'm under the influence, and the influence kind of helps prevent decision making and whatever. I don't know. Maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time. We even slept in the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing. She had other things she wanted to do. Like men! I could forgive all of that. I mean, the age difference and all. But there is something in particular I still can't forgive. It was a day she invited her friends to the house and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister. And she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her because as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey, not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult. You see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying the admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. Huh. But enough about me. How are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. Note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead exes for sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? Same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give her a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. Brantini. That starts with the B. A little known fact about that is starts with a B, and that it can be made big because it's 10 ingredients exact, so it's very easily doubled. Here's to the Brantini. Swirl my drink a bit, hopefully mixing the alcohol so it doesn't fucking sink to the bottom. Fuck. Here. Here's the thing. Let's start. Boo. Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. At time, the girl would become attached with the eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. Sister was worried and sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held in her high esteem for. No longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Hey, Joe, I can lift her sweater. Do you want to see? I can bet you want to see. Alright, enough. Enough? Shit. Peace out. I know the girl's you and the sister is your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. Point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. Mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Right. Man, am I going crazy? Nah. You'd be crazy if you didn't give her a big beer, though. Because fucking bills, am I right? Fuck her bills. You got your own shit to pay for, my man. My girl. Next. Oh, fuck me. Here. Thanks. So tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh yeah. Never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law. Got so excited about having a new sister. She clung to me a lot. Helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her lots. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. It's both a big and little sister. If you don't grant that girl a chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Ah, sure, I'll be there. Here. Remember, I will forgive you. Yeah. I'm gonna take my break. Alright. You were here? Yeah, you were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you. Didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. It's less chilly today. Thank you, Kiri Joe Group, for giving me this fucking jukebox when you could fucking create evokers. Jill, a kid's looking for you. Ah, shit. Hey. Ah, Norma. Yeah. You're back? Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually. I wanted to thank you. Yeah, she thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol, everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Ah, so responsible Joe. I kind of faced my mom and told her about all the pressure she was putting on me, and said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me that it'd be a waste to spend money on a university just for me, then I'd give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college, of course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And, well, I want to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gone ugly. And you're right. I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave you before it's too late outside. Be careful. Aw, so sweet. Shut up. Hey, Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a Bleeding Jane, please. On it. Bleeding Jane. One Bleeding Jane with double the ingredients. Blend that shit. Here's to Jane and her blood. Thanks. Hey Joe, you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character. Dunno. What are you? Cute girl? Right. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve me a beer, please? Sure. You're gonna get it big, cause fucking Christ, I bet you love it big, don't you, Jill? John face bitch. Fuck. 4 of those and 8 of those. That's a beer. And this is a Midori. Fuck, I'm running out. Shit. I don't have to get more. Fuck, I haven't done more than 2 cups in a fucking recording session. I don't have to fucking do more. Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. There. Can't see anything. You sure? Yup. Weird. Nobody expects the Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. My tongue. My zone. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Honey? Ah, hey Dorothy. Making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure. Fluffy dream. That starts with an F. 3 of those, rather doubled, and then load up on the alcohol. Because I want to get this bitch fucking wasted. Mixed. Speaking of wasted, here's a little bit more alcohol in my system. Fuck. Thanks. Oh yeah, before you leave. What? Are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be there then. I keep saying there when it's actually here. Well, I've got things to do, so... You do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe. Take care, Becky, please. Man, she was in a rush. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. I'm gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all off risk burning. Make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? Fuck, I am. Don't worry. Hey Jill, mind if I ask a silly question? You see, my clients, you can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can get on my nerves though. Sorry. What'd you want to ask? Do you know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second set of ears look like a cat's, but the word boomer seems so out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called such. Oh? Let's go a bit back at first. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the Yamazaki Romanova treatment. Or was it the Romanenko Yamada treatment? Yamada. Roma? Let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it, at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention, Cyberpunk Corp's records of not addressing the machine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stankovic. Was it Stankovic? Let's call him Stankovic for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stankovic funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl, Sylvia Stankovic, didn't die. She became the living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through the catification procedure even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl, whose life got saved through that treatment, became a media darling for a bit. Whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born, and their parents got called cat boomers. Generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. Fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with the protrusions instead of their parents. Keep calling them protrusions, but why is that? Because that's what they are. Eh? You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they could be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Thus, they can move like cats and react to their mood. But at the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh. It still surprises me a bit, though, that the biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. Really thought they were functional ears, huh? Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry, I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind, I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catification procedure. I'll keep it in mind. Wait. What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stankovic. I just remembered Sylvia Stankovic was around my age, and when I was a teen, there was some TV specials featuring her. And I just remembered that I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. Did you need a shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright, careful out there. Yo, all booze, no firecrackers make Dana a doll girl. Thinking a lot about Kira Miki. Buying one of her posters will prevent her from getting too distracted. Yeah, I'll do one more day. I might be able to do one more day. I need the poster of the Kira Miki. I could either tear one off any wall in the vicinity, but hell knows what germs they have. Probably covered in semen, who the fuck knows. I at least have enough money to afford avoiding of eviction. You've been talking a lot with that Alma girl. Jealous? Fuck. Birth rates decrease as the youth prefers Lilum company. Yo, I would be the same, man. At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke. And fuck that. But the reality is that the convenience of these kind of relationships have become immensely popular among Glitch City's youth. To the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie Mae, a 17-year-old student, agrees with the general sentiment. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You just make your own perfect partner, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. It's expected that new regulations will soon be announced to address the situation, man. Fuck that. Being only with Lilum can be tiring, though. Man, fuck you. Wink. And blush. Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City so long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks with sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. What do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. Gods be praised. First silly law I'm all in for. BTC closing 40% of its bars in Glitch City. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, and it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and a weak currency, BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing this business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact on our earnings and we can't continue in the red, a PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the B2C is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already and now they're crying because they can't have more. Give me a fucking break. Oh yeah, this, like the party Augmented Eye. Yeah, sure, thanks, mouth. Dumb bitch mouth. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy, self-deprecating thread. Don't trust in white knights unless you go out after 5 p.m. Unless you want to get mugged or murdered. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for a flower, lol. Get used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now, but I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it, please. I have enough as it is, so coming here was a mistake. Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now I want to take them out. Do while you can. Yeah, airlines are leaving this city, lol. Soon we won't even be able to escape. Crying face. Can I even get some weed in this crap hole out somewhere? Yeah, I just PM'd you, a good dealer. Thread is closed. Unless I'm mistaken, my grandpa lived here before they turned into Glitch City. Cool. I'm doing one more day, and if I run out of alcohol by then, I'm fucking drinking water. I don't give a shit. I'm not doing more than 2 cups. Good evening. Hey. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designated you, Jillian Applegate, as official ad guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not going to say anything, Jill. If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine. Give me that list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Jill has a crush? What? Client of his, girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backwards and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up, for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me... time to make strings and change lives. Jill with a crush, huh? This place, great. Oh, if it isn't... Hey, Jill, sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss stalked woman coming. Door's open. Go ahead. Door to the left. Thanks. Hello there? Oh, hi there. The other one. That's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Now, where did she... Oh, the hellhole. Perfect. Hey, kid, of the usual. Right. Remembered me after 2 weeks. Usual drink. That would be the biggest of beers. Of which I normally serve them big. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. God, I genuinely can't. I'm genuinely excited to finish this fucking cup. Because then I could just drink water and be fine. Mix. Serve. Fuck me. Here. This seems alright. There has been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening you'd say and do more reports. They're all asking for vacations. Can't afford to understaff. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. See no difference in my feed though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know that infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? Shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything that in report useless things. Of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in the non-pleasant way. Zaibatsu Corp and company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Port on them once and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, in the best case scenario, is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is in the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Oh. Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. The BTC has been going ape shit, closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of the drug trafficking ring. And last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Huh. Not to mention there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. No news outlets talk about that. Alright kid, let's try Moonblast now. Come again? Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. Moonblast? That's a new one. Fuck, 6 Adelheid. I need to piss bad. When I finish this cup, I will. But for right now, I'll just suffer and be like, oh man, I feel the piss coming on like the pee woman. Rocks, blend that shit. I have to fucking drink more. I don't wanna, but I have to. Because I'm forcing myself. Fuck you, Donovan, you're making me do this shit. Fuck. Here. Now let's see what the ruckus is about. Eat shit. So brought you here. Alright. Then you can see a little, I'm coming in here. Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did you jump into the roof then? What are you looking for? Did you want an interview? Not really, just hitting on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why though? Are you that bored? Don't you have like a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. I want to know just how detailed those king class Chia models are personally. And so you followed her. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan Dawson. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her, so she's a cuck. And you're a cuck. So that Lilum isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Right. Pile driver. 3 of these. 3 of these. 4 of these. Fuck. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm adding more. Because, bitch, I'm getting fucking paid. Here's the horror. I got enough for one more drink. Only one more. And I'm not doing more. Fuck that shit. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. Guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is quite a fun person. Such a fun person. Her sister's a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. How nice of you. It's nothing, really. And she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? Sure. She wants something sweet. So let's give her the piano woman. Because it's sweet and it's expensive. Here we go. Issue solved. 3 flare-giant Comatrine. All aged. And fuck me. I'm done. I'm done drinking. I'm done drinking for the night. Fuck that. Sucks. I hate it. Oh, I'm gonna have to drink one more because I'm not done the game here. And I'm gonna have more record after tonight. But it won't be as long, probably, because, fuck, not a whole lot left, I think. Thanks! So, do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just don't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like you'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. Wait, you are? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Really? We're both single. That kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. A lot of people do meet through work. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough. Wouldn't hurt to try. Oh, nice. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately. Really. Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious, in my opinion. I have many fans. Doesn't sit too so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but a few things I have heard are really good. And not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar. Do you have anything like tea? Let me see. I do have the tea. Here is the tea. And here's to a big old sippy of my water. I'm gonna make sure to finish that bottle before I go to sleep because I can get some good hydration in me. Because alcohol is known to dehydrate. Perfect. Hey, you're a king class Chia, right? That I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and DFC-72? Both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which make them more versatile. My line lacks that or the resilience of the DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulator is more advanced and our movements are smoother, which obviously makes you perfect as an idol. Trade off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. I see. Hey Jill, will you go to my next concert? I heard every ticket was sold out. Never mind how expensive they are. So I guess that's a no. Sorry. Now you will. Here. Is this? It's a ticket for my encore concert. Sorry it's not a better seat, but I only get so many free tickets. No, I mean, this is amazing. I don't know if I can accept it though. You will. It even has a backstage pass so we can talk afterwards and you'll tell me how it was. Why give it to me? I don't know. I like you. You're attentive and hear me out. That behavior should be rewarded more. Well, thanks. God, it feels so weird to get a gift. And from a celebrity, no less. Don't think too much about it. You deserve it. Although I guess I can understand how you feel about receiving gifts. I usually get quite a few from fans, but it always feels so weird. I don't like feeling as though I got something for free. Luckily, I've thought of a way to not feeling so bad about it. How? Just give it my all on stage. They gave those gifts to me after watching me perform. It's only natural for me to do my best. I give it my all as a way to repay them. I should give it my all mixing drinks then. Of course. I see. Well, I've got to go, but let's have a Sparkle Star first. Alright. A Sparkle Star. That's that one. 2 Adelhyde, more like 4. 2 powder delta and get this bitch fucking pissed wasted. Hell yeah. Age, mix, serve. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Doesn't quite help with the fact that I gotta piss real bad though. Here. Sparkling. Well, it's always a pleasure. Jill, please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to meet you. Boss, Jill's back. I'll take my break. Alright. Fuck you. Yeah, that works. Yo, that's rad. So instead of a drink every time I'm gonna serve a drink, I've got my second to last slice of pizza on me, and I'm gonna take a bite for every drink I serve. Note to self, buy a little for that door. Alright then. Jill, you're in my spot, please. Sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of the boss's chicken buckets. Boss asked you to do that. If I told you that she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Alright, let's go with that then. Right. Greetings. I noticed that I'm way more off balance than I was 2 hours ago. Fuck. Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with a Bleeding Jane today. But I don't have a headache. And aside from, like, being off balance and maybe a little bit lightheaded, like, that's it. That's really it. 6 of those. All blended. Right. So, salud with this bite of pizza. Fucking delicious. Hell yeah. Here you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for say? Maybe I shouldn't be doing this with a fucking mouthful of pizza. And maybe I should just chew it? And then like cut until I'm done chewing? But if you're here by now, you've gotten used to the gross sounds of me slurping on alcohol while speaking. So who gives a shit about gross sounds at this point? Came by myself actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh, it's a pretty interesting though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. It's so quiet and secluded. It's also clean. Really clean. Jill is the one you can owe that to. Guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really. He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey, Jill. Have you heard of a new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... those suits were safely remotely shut down, wrecking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynchings, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going down on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of this armor fetch a high price these days. Can anyone see profit from that research to justify those expenses? This new tech, whole new field ripe with patents just opened for many. So I'd say yes. Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how. There's one weird case though. There's this guy named Jack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg core unit. Unique? Guy had a really small unit, 5 people including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor was heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of henshin heroes. And what? They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He is one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. Say they're among the most wanted of people would be an understatement. I know a lot about this. It's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. And it also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True. Wait, here's a freebie. Fun fact. Failsafe was originally going to be involved in the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. But regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibatsu Corp even has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corp because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to produce product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get the way of the logo, you'll be in lots of trouble. Let's not start with the theme parks or the like. Those are dystopias of their own. Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways, he's just the front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corp chose. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corp is actually doing. Yeah. So what are you saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park. I have the White Knights glorified mall security. I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah, huh. No, seriously. And what? Can I get a Brandtini here, please? Sure. Now let's give her a Brandtini. Alright, it starts with the B and then the R. 3 of the fuck powder delta and 1 Combatron. I can double it up. This bitch will pay no matter what. I might as well get my money's worth out of her. Fuck you. Here's to a slice of pizza, or at least a bite of it. Oh fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks. So I take it you're in a good mood today. Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well. I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kira Miki Encore concert. Yo, same? Nice. Alright, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? I'm sorry. Again? Just can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised you remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person was actually true? Amazing. I know, she even got me a ticket for the concert. She what? I had to twist some arms to get tickets for the Encore. And not only did you get them for free, the idol herself gave them to you. Do you have any idea how jealous I am right now? That'll be interesting. You're gonna enjoy the hell out of it, trust me. It'll be my first live concert of her, but I've seen every other concert of hers on video. They all have such a magical aura to them. Everyone says they have to be seen to be believed. You really like her music, huh? Makes me happy. What can I say? I love listening to it when I'm feeling down. Hell, it even helped me when I was worried sick about staying at the bank. Made me forget all my worries, even for a while. Ah, I see. Say, Jill, you want to come to the concert with us? Us? I invited Say because I managed to get 2 tickets. You want to come with us both? I'd love to. I didn't want to go by myself, but are you okay with that? Buster Wolf. I don't want to be a burden. Of course, the more the merrier. Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has the unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I see. I wonder if I could get it in the disabled line with Say in her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it, and we shouldn't abuse that. Abuse it! Hey, can you get me a classic drink? Sure. Stella wants something classic. Flavor type, classic. So a beer, a bleeding Jane, or frothy water. What's the most expensive? No, it's classic. I'm just gonna get her a beer. Stick with the old usual classic of classics. It's the fucking beer. Here's your beer and here's my pizza bite. Oh. Here. Thank you. You have any servants around the house, Stella? I do, but they haven't been with us for so long. We're about family. I should really finish this before talking. Dude, pizza's so good. Shout out to the guy who made it. What a fucking genius. My dad has always said that if you are in someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you and everyone wins. We even had a young gardener that left to study engineering and he actually came back. Still comes by every weekend to tend to plants. Man, that sounds nice. Well, you know, if you're ever in need of a job, I might find you something while I'm probably gonna be looking for a job real soon, huh? Thanks for the offer. Wait, I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented in anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but that'd be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't. The bots has been so paranoid about making the White Knight untouchable that they never patented anything. Patent would be in a database that someone would hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone else still inside one of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are by all means illegal. Irony runs deep, what did you say? Why do it though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above the law, every law there is. Cities just happens when those with money start making the rules. Curious though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done such things we're not too proud of at some point of our lives. Oh, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Please come again. Wow, Alma. No hello? Pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? Basic courtesy, something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting stop, then saying please and thanks stop, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. I am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door, "only this and nothing more." "You overdid it. You totally overdid it," quoth the bartender. I did not. Or was it quoth? I don't fucking know. "So you like poetry?" "I had a phase. Can I get you something?" Man, I should fucking read that shit. I should really read some more Poe. I don't fucking know. I should read more in general. Let's start with a big cobalt velvet. Cobalt velvet. Cobalt. 2, 4, 6, and 10. All on the rocks and taking a bite of the crust because it's fucking delicious. Here. Thanks. Oh yeah, it's all I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells? Was it a fucking fanfic? Wow, you went pale? No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd, today my daily card reading told me that I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the whole world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill, I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. Why? Sheesh, relax, it's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? God, no, I gave up on the whole occult stuff. Just not remembering all that stuff is... Dude, there's a fucking Japanese movie called Occult from like 2009. I should really rewatch that. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Brr. Did I even read that? No, it's just that remembering all that stuff is brr. I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with the rare accessories popping out. Thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you have the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So you have a pick? Oh god, you have a fucking pick. Why do you do this to me? Why do you think I was sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just used the search engine, you know? I didn't request documents or anything. I led you to the page. Do you realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You're obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask though, why the 6'9"? I was supposed to be 6'9", not 69, like in reference to both Lovers and the Hermit. What a fucking nerd! I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would have read that as 6'9". I was 12 at the time. Even as at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Yo, same. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten up things a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. Sure. Sugar rush. That's just an S with formaldehyde. And dude, it's kind of fucking wasted. Mix. Yo, I get to bite more of the pizza crust. Hell yeah. Fuck. Here. This is the thing. Say, almost. Speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. We dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Fuck. Give me a second. I'll swallow this. I'll swallow this super hard. Oh yeah, I'm swallowing, girl. Oh yeah, romantic ones, I'm guessing. Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I describe as such, that I've introduced my family and all. First ones were in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. Remember the other girl trying to pick a fight, and me just saying, keep the fucker. Second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him because he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit, and before you know it... Anyways, yeah, the guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married only after half a year or so of knowing him. And then there's Richard. Who? Spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well. We had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. But as time went on, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't. Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There's a part of me that wanted to believe, even if he, just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to press you. Bring me a beer, will ya? Let's get a beer. I've counted properly. I am the counting king. I only have one more bite of the crust. Fuck. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. But man, shit. Oh, fuck. I bit my fucking cheek. Shit. That hurt a little bit. Okay. One more question, and we're even. Dude, I got one more slice of the pizza left. I'm gonna fucking eat that shit before I go to bed at the very least. Wow. Insert parodious wow here. You really are embarrassed of that blog, huh? Sure. Ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you and I know you're saying this in jest, but I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, and honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one and only one chance to tell me by my full name as compensation then. What was that? Call me by my full name. Okay, I'll gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped? Chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. First is that I spend lots of times typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh, yeah, that'll be nice. There's other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. Do you think if shit like that existed, that there would have to be, like, specific, like, not subcategories on speedruns, but, like, you'd have to have a thing next to your account that says, I have fucking implants or different hands that help me speedrun better? Do you think that would be the case? I think that might be. Because it's no longer... It's kind of be, like, tool-assisted in a way. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like a computer's cursor. There's lots more, but there are small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How'd your family take the operation? They took it well enough. Except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She went on to a hospital to ask for my hands. Don't we miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Bruh, imagine fucking hand jobs with that shit. Dude, I'd be into it. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they get a natural implant replacement. Bit of cosmetics treatment, and it could pass off as our original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible, and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering with the poor girl. So, are we cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You were pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry. It sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Eh, why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance. And you just used it up. Damn it. Surprise. Hey, Alma. This might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey. Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. The result would basically be an image, not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like the brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still, an interesting read, though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convince yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See ya. All done? I am. What about you, Jill? For some reason, the auto girl left him like that, it seems. You think? It might have been while he was out. True. Hey, boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am, yeah, why? I was wondering, isn't that wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade, what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really like, fucking... The athleticism and the impressive feats, those are fucking real. They're doing it. Just because the storylines are fake doesn't mean that what they're physically doing is fake. Bullshit. Fucking assholes say that shit is fake. Fuck them. Fuck them. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but, no, seriously, 8th grade, what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show, which just so happens to use fights as an expression. Might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all that fake. I didn't think about it that way, because you're a dumb bitch, Jill. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. Yo. Real shit. Now I have to go and break Jill's back to make you humble. Yo, Iron Sheik reference? Is that... Oh wow, wait, what? Come here, fuck boy. Fuck boy. 8th grade, what? Oh, I'm fucking done for the night. Holy shit. Who would have thought we'd get a bona fide alibi? She'll have a roof for half a month. Sense relief and make sure she focuses. I'll read this shit at a later point, but right fucking now.